think I'm squishing a bug and I'm just rubbing it. Alright guys, hello party people. Hopefully some audio issues are fixed that I was unaware of, but you know, I guess we'll find out. So we were playing this game last time and we're doing the 1981 version. I guess it's a separate story in the same game, because this one we're about to do is the second one and the last one, the 2021 version. So I noticed there were some trophies I couldn't get. They actually reused the character names so that I guess they're more recognizable, and it makes the trophies in the story better or something. I don't know. Yeah, let's get into it. I'm looking forward to the second one a little bit more, because the first, the 1981, it was kind of preachy. It was kind of, I understand that was the nature of the story, but it wasn't doing it for me. No, it was not. I'm hoping this next one will be more modern. Just change this here. You guys remember this game, right? Alright, here we go. I'm just missing sure. Yeah, trying to like deleting my save and reinstalling the game, thinking I was missing these trophies, but hopefully we'll find them in the second story. We read this before, didn't we? Here we go. For streamer mode, so we have time to make these decisions. I don't think the platinum's gonna be too bad for this, as long as the trophies pop when they're supposed to pop. Global pandemic have fractured society. Unfiltered social media.
Auburn hair has been accentuated by the artist's use of alizarin crimson. It's often used to paint blood.
Are you doing the same dialogue?
A truly evocative frame in which to nestle such a powerful visage.
Visage.
The artist mainly used filbert and round brushes to really perfect the curvature of the model's features.
Is that a guy or a girl?
Maybe neither.
Fair play. It's a dope piece.
It's for sale if you're interested. We only showcase portraits by undiscovered artists. All the proceeds go to them, so...
His matches his shirt.
I've got the next 20 years paying off my student loan, so...
What can I show you next?
I've had a good look around actually, and I can't find what I came to see. The portrait of my princess, Ziggy Ray.
Arriving tomorrow. It'll be on display in our main exhibition room, exclusively for the weekend.
Got it. Well, I'll come through then.
See you soon, sir.
Four people.
No flash photography, sir?
Oh, sorry, man. No cap. You got the best portrait exhibition in London. Congrats.
Thanks. You can take off your face mask if you want. I won't tell if you won't.
Safe. So listen, this girl I met on a dating app says that you've got a little side hustle.
What are you after?
An eighth?
45.
Come on, man. Do it for 25.
It's pure indica.
So...
Do you want it or not?
That's all I've got.
There's a trophy for declining, so we're just gonna get that. Like, still, these are in pounds, right? UK pounds. I highly doubt it's American dollars. Doesn't look like American dollars right there.
And I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
No haggling. Oh, it's the same building. Okay, okay, so I'm starting to see similarities between the two stories.
Welcome to the Ziggy Ray livecast with me, your girl Ziggy Ray. Guys, I'm stupidly excited about my collaboration with Turner Prize-winning artist Nikki Dryden Oaks. It's my first ever portrait. I was so nervous, but I can't wait for you guys to see it. It gets unveiled tomorrow morning at Argyle Manor. Get there nice and early to show some love. Art is dope.
$1992. So this is the other trophy I was looking for too.
People killed by a virus, but inequality is the true pandemic befalling the populace. What is your future? What is our future? What's your future? Are you? Yeah. What's your future? Eh?
Sir, please, I don't want any trouble.
Your gallery is venerating capitalist figureheads.
This is an exhibition, not a gallery.
Whatever you want to call it. Stop it!
Fuck this guy.
Society cannot fester any longer.
Fuck this guy.
Sir, you're in my workplace.
You are blind. This is a problem.
You cannot silence my voice!
How about now? Huh? Get out!
Really? Hey, hey! Ah! All right! Down! All right!
Calm down.
All right!
You got him. Yeah, got him, Sarge. You all right, sir?
All good. He wouldn't have done anything really.
We've had a number of calls about him. We'll book him down at the station and issue him a warning for disturbing the peace.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Do you keep the megaphone? So I guess it's sort of the same plot, I guess.
Is that your disappointed face?
Nikki, of course not. You'd never see that.
I saw some police leaving.
I'm just checking up ahead of tomorrow. Welcome home, Mrs. Dryden Oaks. Shall I show you the exhibition room? Here we are. Decent little space, isn't it?
What happened to that basement that he was in?
You have to do something with these little places, don't you?
I made room specially. It'll be the absolute centerpiece.
You won't need that much space. Ziggy's shorter than she looks online.
You brought it with you. What about the scheduled delivery?
I cancelled it. Don't worry. The
Schedule.
extra tension might get this lot sold as well.
Well, that is the hope.
What about these?
I was just deciding which to hang. I've only got space for one of them.
Which one were you leaning towards?
I'm going with the blue girl. The letter R. What's that on her neck? What does that say?
This is a portrait by a prodigiously talented young woman named Riley Mulherry.
Bit weird, but tell me more.
And the subject's her ex-girlfriend, and Riley herself is a child of subculture. Years of invalidation from her peers forced her to bleed through her art. The subject stares heavenward in aspiration, lit by streaks of starlight. The brushstrokes are long and languid, otherworldly even, reflecting this
Is that a man or a woman? I asked this the same in the previous story.
I knew no one would disturb us. Now guard that case with your life.
I will, Nicky. I promise.
Hand sanitizer? Wow. It's like an insult.
Speak of the devil, Riley. I was just showing someone your portrait.
What do you think of that ugly mug?
Loved it, obviously. Your work is some of my best.
Oh, sorry, I'm still a little fucked up from last night.
Hope it's not.
Don't say coronavirus, I'm so over that shit. Look, I need that money from my last portrait you sold.
Sure, I'll transfer it Monday morning. My commission is going to be high though. It was a hard sell.
Your best work is a hard sell.
Price of entry, right.
See ya.
You spill something? That's a lot of water just for mopping.
Hey, Sappy.
Hello, Morgan. How may I help you?
Call Jamie.
Calling Jamie.
Morg, you've caught me at a rather hectic moment.
I can call back.
No, it's all right.
Right, I'm just packing for Hong Kong. I've got 4 months of multitasking ahead of me anyway.
4.
It's pretty hot. Just saying.
But little Charlie.
Well, he's 10, Morg, so not quite so little anymore.
10. Really? Whoops.
Well, I'm not mum of the year either.
Must be hereditary.
Anyway,
Hong Kong's my last hurrah. I'm winding down after this SBR.
Whatever that is.
SBR.
PJ's business review.
Oh.
Look, I'm sorry I'm missing this weekend. You excited? Ziggy Ray's last poster's blowing up.
It's looking very promising.
You're smoking again, Morg.
It helps me relax.
Mommy? Your nephew has just walked in. He's been asking about you all day.
Boy. You see, I'm biased now because I know what some of the trophies are, but you know, there'll be plenty of time to do all this. I don't know what I'm talking about anyway.
Sorry, Jamie, I've got a dash.
Make up a good excuse for Charlie, okay?
Morg, he misses you. You're his hero, you know.
I'm sorry, things are just crazy over here. Give him my love.
Understood. Love you.
So that's his sister?
Sorry.
She's like very similar if you watch the previous video with the fucked up audio, but just like it's not that it's fucked up, you're just gonna hear me as well over the loudness of the game. Someone's fucking with him.
Excuse me?
Oh, hi. I hope you don't mind me borrowing the armchair.
That's what they're there for, customers. You can remove your face mask if you want.
Thanks. The chair's a bit rickety, could do with a refurb. I'm looking to paint a copy of one of your portraits.
Look, madam, we're closed.
Oh, you don't usually close this early, do you?
No, but We have a big weekend ahead, and... Sorry, how did you get in? The front door should have been locked.
I'm afraid it wasn't.
My security system was armed.
I don't know what to tell you. I walked right in.
I feel like this is, I don't want to say it's a little bit lazy, but like, it's less original if they're just regurgitating parts of the story from the 1981 one. I don't know, I have to see the rest to see how I feel about it.
That's not possible.
Maybe you forgot.
No, I have a very good memory, thank you very much.
Well, with respect, your eyes are pretty red.
The system was top of the line.
Was?
It is. Well, a few years ago.
And never gives you any trouble. Because you know, a lot of these systems are pre-programmed to botch after a few years. Allows companies to upsell. Greedy bastards. Anyway, don't worry. I turned the lock with my own hands after I came in. I wouldn't want someone lifting one of these beautiful paintings.
Well, they aren't quite Rembrandt's.
Rembrandt was overrated.
Seriously?
Yeah, just a well-versed imitator of Caravaggio.
Each to their own.
Look, like I said, we've got a big day tomorrow and we're closing early.
Oh, yeah, the Dryden Oaks portrait of Ziggy Ray. How'd you pull that off?
We displayed Nikki's portraits before she became, you know.
Won the Turner Prize. And of course, there's the personal link. You know, you do a great thing here, showcasing emerging artists. Oh, I'm Dorian, by the way.
Morgan. Dorian, like...
Dorian Lee, the fashion icon.
It's a lovely name. I must say, you're the first ever reproduction artist to visit one of my exhibitions.
You mean forger?
Faithful reproduction is an art in itself, although you would be Rembrandting a Caravaggio.
Touché. Now, I've been just struggling for inspiration recently.
It's tough. That's why I gave up painting myself. I just didn't have it. Figured I'd contribute more by helping those who did.
In that case, could I paint you? You would make an amazing subject in so many ways. You really seem quite enthralling.
Wait, so it's getting a little annoying now. You guys probably don't remember this story as much as I did from the 1981 one, because I got all the trophies in that, so I replayed multiple parts, and you can skip later on once you finish the story. But do you more or less have to get all the potential choices that have trophies, of course, but the blatant almost regurgitation word for word of certain things is it's a little bothersome, and like I said, it seems somewhat lazy. So, but you know, what do you expect from a game? I think this game costs what, like $15 or something? I'm not sure.
I guess I could spare half an hour.
Brilliant. Let me just reconfigure.
Do you want me to give you a hand?
Oh, could you move the easel? That would be great.
Sure.
Thanks. A bit further back. Take a seat. I'm sorry about my Rembrandt comment. I have some strong opinions.
Bold, but valid. Rembrandt stole from his students for the last 10 years of his career.
Charcoal. It's a lot of charcoal. So they basically switched the gender thing, which they did mention in 1981. So which is kind of cool. I'll give that. I'll give them that. That's kind of cool that they're doing this gender swap thing.
This is going to be great.
Let's leave it there for tonight. I can sit for you again next week. Dorian, I need to go home.
I tell you what, I'll take some reference photos and then I won't have to come back. Can I borrow your smartphone?
You haven't got your own?
I'm not really the smartphone type.
It's refreshing to see.
It's a detonator. That old phone was.
I'll email them to you. If you have an email address, that is.
Oh yeah, don't worry, I'm not that sketchy.
Can you give me my phone back, please? Okay, Dorian, I think... That's an important call. Give me... All right. That's it. I'm done.
I wouldn't if I were you. Stand up. And this room ends up looking like a Jackson Pollock. Have a feel under your seat.
I didn't think it would be so like identical to the first story. We just did this last night. That's what she said. Anyway.
That is a PAD. Pressure activated detonator. A bomb, Morgan. It's a similar principle to a grenade. Once the safety pin is removed, the strike lever and percussion cap collide, creating a spark, which triggers the detonator. Once you sat on that chair, you became the safety pin.
This isn't real.
Go on. Try it.
I'm not going to give any spoilers. No spoilers.
You've never been someone's muse, have you?
Like, do you want money?
Camille Claudel to Rhoda,
I can
or
transfer
Elizabeth
you some,
Sedal to Rossetti,
or a painting.
or Frida
Take
Kahlo
any one
to
of these.
Diego Rivera,
Dorian,
vice
what do you
versa.
want?
Be smart, Morgan. Get rid of her.
Morgan, are you there?
Yes, Nikki.
You rejected my last call. Anyway.
I need your guest. I've booked our usual suite around 464.
I'll make my excuses at home. I'll take the silence as a yes. Don't let me down.
You can't keep me here.
Cezanne sometimes needed dozens of sittings with his subjects. Goya sometimes needed only a day. I just want them away.
Let's get to know Dorian.
You clearly know your art, Dorian. But I take it you didn't learn how to make bombs at art school.
You assume I had the privilege of attending such an establishment. My mother was a survivalist who taught me and my brother to make rudimentary explosives.
Progressive parenting.
Perhaps. Or perhaps I'm just another millennial who spent too much time on the wrong internet forums. Whichever narrative suits. Thanks for taking an interest, though.
This will have the same relationship thing.
Bomb under my chair is real.
I had a feeling you'd ask that. tell me what time Nikki's painting is being delivered.
It's being delivered at 6 a.m. by a fine art transportation company. It'll be brought in through the back door, just through there.
We have until the morning, as I'd hope.
That's what you're really after, isn't it?
How much longer must we suffer as the will of this government? They have taken away our liberty. They have allowed thousands to die. Come on, I know you can hear me.
He's not going to stop.
That capitalist bastard. We must stand up for what's right. We cannot, we shall not be silent.
So that's what you're after.
What are you doing, Doreen?
The floor is yours. Oh, you don't need that. Your voice will be heard in here.
It's kind of bizarre.
I'm not an untouchable. I once had a life, a family, hopes. Then came the virus of austerity. Cuts. Cuts. 4 letters. So easy for a politician to say, but it was my lifelines that they cut. I'm not alone. Think of the undervalued key workers. Those laid off every day. Yet, here you are, canonising false idols for profit. While we, the people, suffer more and more.
I'm leaning toward that one.
I've heard you. I hear you every day. I do sympathise with you. You think my life hasn't been compromised in here? My morals? It's the way things are, and we can't do anything about it.
You've got to be joking.
Time to go.
No, he needs to understand.
You have said everything he needed to hear.
I hope so.
What's their connection?
There's humanity behind most facades if you take the time to look.
How did you get in here?
My uncle was a locksmith. As a teenager, I apprenticed for him and learned how to pick almost anything. Such lowly, manual jobs were all I could aspire to at that age.
Yes, those aren't the hands of a painter. Something you could do with a good night's sleep, too.
My reality means I have to pursue my passion outside working hours. Anything else you want to critique to make me feel more out of place?
That's not what I was doing. Art is for all, and all are welcome at my exhibitions.
Well, that is a utopian vision. But I, like many, exist under a glass sea.
I think what you're doing here will break that sea.
You think sleeping with Nikki will save your business?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Toilet. I need to wash my brushes.
You can't just leave me here, alone. Surely, what if I try to escape?
I won't clean up the mess.
Why can't you just slide the chair around? What should I do? I'll create a distraction. Okay, this is another trophy, but I was gonna pick statue anyway. The trophy says terrible throw.
Dorian, please don't. It would destroy me.
Oh, you wouldn't get blamed. Must be insured for millions.
I kind of wish I started this one first, now that I'm thinking about it.
But I still have work to do.
We have custom lighting setups for exhibitions. The electrical board must be playing up and causing the presets to glitch.
I like it.
You didn't need to hold me hostage, you know. I'd have posed for you beyond tonight, voluntarily.
That wouldn't have set me apart.
What do you mean?
The recognition of one's work often depends on the mythos surrounding it. You know the story of the portrait of Madame X by John Cena Sargent? Scandalised for being too sexually suggestive by the bourgeoisie of 19th century France. And now, it's one of the most famous portraits in history. Infamy is a strong currency. A hostage painting would be a watershed, don't you think?
So this is some sort of performance piece?
Yeah, let's call it that. A once-in-a-lifetime performance.
I see what you're saying. This country's changed. The world's changed. And it hasn't been kind to my business. It used to be all about the art. I can't help that it's an emporium now. The paintings are products, and my critiques, sales pitches.
And the vanity project of a talentless influencer is your last chance of survival. You sell out. How much commission do you take from each sale?
It's minimal. It's just to help cover my costs. My enterprise respects artists.
That is exactly what you said to me. It was a striking, naturalistic profile of my niece. One of my best pieces to date.
What? No, I'd have recognized you, Dorian. You must have used another name or something. Show me what you're painting. I'll recognize your style.
Admin fees, time, expertise, all reasons you gave to keep the proceeds once it was sold. You are cheating artists.
Without my exhibitions, they'd have no platform.
You have a responsibility to us. You're not a lost cause.
What?
Call the artist. Make amends.
By telling them that a psychopath blew up their portrait?
These contact names. You only see the product, not the person.
So much drug use.
No!
Riley, it's Morgan Haynes.
Yeah, I'm kind of busy.
I can hear that. I'm calling about your
Portrait. I'm really sorry, but it's...
What about it?
Which one was her painting again? Oh, the blue girl. I don't know what to do. I don't know what I was supposed to pick.
It's been sold. The person I showed it to earlier bought it there and then.
congratulations.
No shit. That's dope. It's a shame you're taking most of the profit.
Yeah, the commission.
Duh.
Sorry, I've got a lot on my mind.
A bit slow this evening, are we?
Yeah.
Look, my commission's all yours too. Same goes for the earlier painting. Your talent earned it.
And I hope you give me the pleasure of displaying your work here again.
I appreciate that, Morgan. But sadly, I won't keep the commission.
Sorry?
A couple of hours ago,
I got a phone call from Zé Philippe. You know?
London's most fire art curator.
He wants all my shit. I'm glowing up!
Congratulations, Riley.
Thanks. Peace out.
I'd have paid her from my own pocket too.
In life, there are just some people who outgrow us and never look back.
Sorry for lying to her.
No. Your intentions were pure. I guess I have changes to make to my painting. There is talent in this room. I can see a few of these on the walls of great galleries.
Portrait painting is dying. Everyone has a camera now, and that gives them an agency over how the world sees them.
And the world laps up these illusory images. Just look at Ziggy Ray and her cult-like following.
The safety net of fame meant that she could relinquish that agency to Nikki's paintbrush on her own terms.
Nikki's been married, what, 10 years now?
Relationships are complicated.
I wouldn't know. Jamie.
Morgan?
Jamie, are you okay?
No, not really. I'm abandoning everyone. It's not right. It's not good for Charlie.
I thought you said this was the last time.
One final push and then you can retire and
Focus entirely on your family.
If he hasn't broken up by then.
Mummy,
Darling, what are you doing up?
there are people shouting outside my room.
What? What the fuck's going on out there?
Jamie? Charlie?
Morgan? Morgan?
Everything's gonna be alright, guys. Just... Dorian, that's my sister and nephew.
They'll be all right. Police response time for the wealthy is 3 times quicker than the average. On another note, Your phone passcode. 1992. Why did you choose it? 1992 was the year that Francis Bacon died, but that's a bit obscure and macabre.
1992 was the year I first visited a portrait exhibition at Argyle Manor. It was set up by a genius curator named Finlay Fairborn. This is where I fell in love with portraiture as a kid. As I grew up, Finlay took me under his wing and worked at his exhibitions every summer until I could take over the business. I worked by his side until his dying day. I feel comfortable around portraits. I'm never alone.
You've needed their company.
My parents weren't around a lot. And Jamie and I looked out for ourselves. Although we took different paths, we support each other, come what may.
One of the great disappointments of adulthood
Can you guys hear that?
is when those you trusted as a
That
child
line.
drift away in the name of self-interest. Even family.
That was so eloquently phrased, it felt personal. Strike a nerve, did I?
We can't pause the game. Oh, the alarm stopped. We're gonna seduce her. This is the last time first. We'll do it again first, dang it.
I think you feel alone, don't you? You've taken matters into your own hands because no one would support your talent. I'd have displayed your work here. I still could. I like you, Dorian.
Stop looking at me like that.
Like what?
Okay. Get back in your pose.
Let go of me. No, Dorian. Dorian, no, Dorian.
You moron. Did you really think I'd be such a cliche? Unlike you, I have no vices.
Oh, really?
The PAD bomb wasn't real, but this is. No more tricks. I am going to finish my painting, and you are going... Sir? Who's that?
I don't know.
Sir? It's Sergeant Robin Lattee.
I know you're in there. I can hear your voices. Please open the door.
It's a policewoman.
No shit. Follow my lead.
Sir?
Evening. Oh, do you mind if I... Oh, we are outside. Where's the curator? Just in here. Morgan! Everything all right? Of course.
All good. Why have you stopped by?
There's been a sudden spate of antisocial behaviour in the area. We wanted to check up on you. Oh, well, people must be taking out their frustration. It's been a tough couple of years, so. That is a sergeant's badge, right? My sister's an inspector, so I know the Met Police ranks quite well.
May I ask, who are you?
Oh, well, this is embarrassing. She's caught us here, babe.
Your partners?
Yeah, to all intents and purposes, but we'd have to hold a gun to this one's head to make it official.
Let's dispute this.
You know how I don't like labels.
Yes, but I think it's about time you started giving me what I want.
Even if it makes me feel trapped. What do you think, Sergeant?
It's not my business.
Exactly, Morgan. Let's go inside.
But my woman and me, we haven't married. Doesn't make a difference. Sometimes titles create more problems than they solve. Wife, husband.
Prime Minister, President, Supreme Leader.
I get your point. I still think you should listen to him. These things are a team effort.
Well, thanks for that.
All right, guys. I'm going to ask you one more time. Is everything all right here?
Obviously, she's not gonna kill him. So, like, I would. If I say no, according to the other story, the police are gonna die. But I say yes. Let's go with yes. Let's just go with yes.
Yes, Sergeant. It's extremely unprofessional, but we can only see each other here. We both still live with our parents, you see.
London prices, eh?
Hopefully we'll get our own place soon. It's creepy in there. It feels like the portraits are watching you.
Anything else?
No. That's it.
I can look up, man. Where's your partner?
In the car, minding the radio.
Sounds like a busy night. I'll leave you to it, Sergeant.
Is your sister still with the force?
No. She just got laid off, actually.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Lowest number of police on the streets for 40 years. Cuts, eh? It's the people who suffer at the end of the day. Good night. Well done. No one got hurt.
I want to hang around for a bit. Something's off.
Oh, they're a gorgeous couple, Sarge. No need to be worried about it. Another one.
If that policewoman had sussed you, would you have killed her?
I try to avoid death, but the choice isn't always in my hands.
So you have rules?
I have ambitions.
If you're trying to teach me some sort of lesson, there's far more immoral people in this city.
Their comeuppance is coming too.
How do I survive tonight?
You could start by proving that some part of you still cares about the art.
And if I don't?
You might surprise us both. Tell me about more of these paintings. Stand, if you want.
No, this is the only portrait I've painted that I've ever exhibited.
I thought you didn't rate yourself.
I don't. But I wanted to paint this subject. He posed for this 2 months before he died. I accentuated the high key lighting by using vermilion. He knew the end was close and he didn't want me to sanitize that. To show the reality of age, but also a life well lived.
Such dignity. What else?
Falling asleep.
There are many faces in this painting. Is this that feeling of claustrophobia? Who knows? You only see
Montage.
together. Another form of restriction, combined with the flattened perspective. Flashes of red pools. It gives this contemporary painting a 1920s feel. Even something like I love the clever use of simple lines and bricks. That muted tones of the subject. The background and the body separated into three distinct parts. Serene, contemplative, high contrast colours to focus on those areas for too long. Instead, our eye is immediately directed back to the decay and sadness that the artist wanted to portray. This is what portraits should be.
This didn't have a platinum. I wouldn't be doing this. 100% honest right there.
What about this one?
A technicolor version of the Mona Lisa. Formally, it's faithful, down to the use of sfumato, the blurred smoothing of outlines that defined Leonardo's masterpiece. The same painter did the piece that hangs in the cellar.
So androgyny is their motif.
How so? Mona Lisa is a woman.
Well, in popular normative opinion, yes. But it's actually a combination of Lisa Gherardini and Salayee, Leonardo's male assistant and lover. Da Vinci thought gender was the greatest veneer of all, and that true humanity has no such boundaries. Wouldn't you agree?
Sure, why not?
Yes, I would.
Sit back down. You seem on edge.
Perceptive as ever.
Do you want to smoke? I'm not stopping you. I'll allow it.
That's the kind of cool part that the 1981 one didn't have. That's the most different part I've seen so far.
Bet you're hungry, huh? Hope you like chow mein.
Would have preferred pad thai.
Well, you snooze, you lose. Sounds exciting. Let's go check it out.
Get to the chopper. Do it. Do it now.
They're looking for you.
No. There'll be others out there tonight with far less subtlety than me.
Others?
Oh, she is ravenous tonight.
She.
You've got a nerve.
Should have been here hours ago.
I've had a lot on my plate this evening.
Look, you little shit.
What I've done for you is unprecedented. All I asked for in return was a couple of fucking orgasms.
Nikki.
No. Maybe you think
You've outsmarted me or something, but you need to consider your position.
very carefully.
This isn't going to happen anymore.
What? Tonight?
Ever.
Cute.
Look, I'm willing to let this slide if you...
Come over now.
You just don't get it. This is wrong.
I could ruin you if I wanted to. The future of your pissant exhibitions is riding on my painting.
Just as your future once rode on my exhibitions.
Oh, please. The world has seen my talent. I was always going to reach the top. You were just fortunate enough to be a stepping stone.
No one has a right to success. Most of the time, talent is redundant. It's about luck or privilege or who you fuck.
I'm putting the plug.
I want my painting back first thing.
Hello, Nikki.
Who the fuck are you?
All you need to know is that my uncle is the editor of the country's biggest tabloid.
More with the repetition now.
Blackmail? Seriously, Morgan?
Sexual coercion doesn't play well these days, Nikki.
You have no proof.
Oh, wanna bet? Morgan's told me every lascivious detail, and my recording of this call will corroborate them. Don't call again.
You're not getting the portrait back.
Sorry. Couldn't stand her inhumanity any longer.
Let's get back to work. Is it done?
Almost. I think it would garner a lot of attention on one of these walks. Remind me how many customers you had yesterday?
About 5 or 6. Something negligible.
If even a fraction of these likes turn up in person, your business is saved.
And perhaps portraiture will become relevant again. For a short while, at least.
Nikki's style is sickeningly glorifying. Dishonest portraiture. It's no better than the filters Ziggy Ray piles onto each picture.
It really kills you that that's what you're here for. Doesn't it?
I never said it was. It's astounding the clout these influencers carry.
For better or worse, a leader can govern through social media.
I wonder how far such a monopoly on society's attention could go. Sway elections, expose corruption, change the world. They are the dictators of our culture. Our new monarchs, regaled by illusions. What a world we live in. What's your view on social media, Morgan?
Does it matter?
All your opinions matter to me. Go on. Listen.
Regardless of what we think, these influences evoke the full gamut of emotions. Joy, anger, lust, jealousy, empathy. No different to the work of Da Vinci, Velasquez, Van Gogh, Bacon, Savile, Freud, Wilder.
Oh, bullshit. They don't have the talent of those artists.
Eliciting emotion is the true talent of any great artist. Social media gives everyone the opportunity to make their own art.
I respect your interpretation.
So where's the art in what you're doing tonight, Dorian? Was it the fake bomb under my chair? Your painting? Or something else?
Perhaps it's us. And what we're experiencing together.
Can never be too careful with the mask.
You know, I'm trying to enlighten you, Morgan.
So you're a preacher?
Please. Religion repulses me. Theism gave rise to the hierarchical structures of power that plague humanity today. We're preconditioned to serve, and yet we're shocked by the greed of bankers and politicians scrambling to the top of the tree.
I legit fell asleep for like 30 seconds.
And it'll be the same for decades to come unless someone takes a proper stand. What's this now?
I sometimes hold exhibitions involving light installations.
What's the theme?
The cycle of life. This one's childhood. Adolescence. Adulthood.
This is different.
I don't want this to end.
But Sky, bitch. Take a break. I need a drink. I'll fall asleep. There's noticeably parts that are different. I just wish there were more of them. Since I can't pause the game, I'm just gonna take a little break here. We'll be right back, guys. And now we are back for the conclusion party, people. We're gonna go do some stuff.
It will. Just as all life begins and ends. In darkness.
You didn't try to escape. I didn't want to tie you up like an animal. All I've taught you, and this is the thanks I get.
What did she teach me?
I don't owe you anything, Dorian. You're just full of hate. You know, it's only a matter of time before the police get.
But I haven't finished.
Forget about your painting. What does it matter?
This is how it's got to be.
just about the painting. What do you want?
That's a question that never gets asked of the people. Our generation has been through every upheaval. The cultural, technological, social, political, economic, and not once have we had an ounce of agency in our future. It's always been decided for us by the self-interested, the ignorant. It's time to take back that agency.
Rick, get back, Sarge. We need to call for backup. We have a suspected armed hostage situation at Argyle Manor. Firearms unit required urgently.
We're working on dispatching an SCO-19 unit to you as soon as possible.
Working on?
You've watched way too many conspiracy theory videos, Dawn.
I chose your exhibition as a symbol. A place of hope, corrupted by the greed and inhumanity that consumes society.
She has some paint up here.
Fucking psychopath.
So the paint got stuck in her face.
A hostage in a meaningless art exhibition won't change anything.
Oh, but it's not meaningless this weekend, is it? The eyes of the world had turned to it, and that's what made it so perfect.
Perfect for what?
To be a small brushstroke as part of our larger piece.
What?
Sorry, people, can you just stay back? Stay right back there. Phone down, please. Alex, what's happening?
Firearms have to be diverted. They're trying to get another unit out to us as soon as possible.
Diverted to where? What's going on? I'm sorry, I said stay back. Alex, here, please. I know, it's very exciting, but please
Stay
keep
back, please.
back.
Where's that explosion sound?
And when Alexander saw the breadth of his domain, he shed tears, for there was nothing left to conquer.
Nice quote.
After all this, you really are just a thief.
Oh, I'd have happily watched this burn. But to the victor, the spoils. Thank you for being my part in our stand against oppression. Today is a statement, a catalyst for change.
Through brutality. That isn't a worthy catalyst for change. Change can be inspired, but you need a message powerful enough to unite all. Leonardo da Vinci was born a peasant, so anonymous that his surname was merely the town he was born in. He committed his life to conveying a message through his art, and the world responded.
I wish a beautiful message was all it took.
You guys hear this music?
If you'd just believed it, we could have walked out of here together into a new Britain.
New Britain, Connecticut?
Bomb under your chair.
The one you lied about, you mean?
I may have bent the truth at times, but I never lied once. Goodbye.
What does that mean? Dorian? Dorian!
Dorian!
Stop!
Enough! Stay back!
Calm down, please. Please.
Oh, hey, please help me, man. Just set me free. There's a pallet knife on the plinth. Please.
Right.
Thank you.
We are presented with the portrait of a great society. It is a veneer.
This part's kind of cool.
A lie. No petitions or marches will bring the change we need. We've been left with no option but violence. Today,
Hell?
our statements throughout London will echo around the world. Behold, our masterpiece.
Everyone get back! There's a bomb inside the building! Get back! The bomb's going to explode! Listen to me! The bomb's going to explode! The bomb's going to go off!
I mean, the city's already burning. This is bizarre. It's definitely bizarre. So yes, there were parts that were different, almost recreated. I think the main problem is there's just too many similarities. So basically, they're just way too similar to 1981 and 2021 to the point that it lacked originality. That's how it felt to me. But hey, whatever. I mean, we got some trophies, so that's all that matters. Yeah, probably after this recording I'm gonna R1 skip a lot of the shit and just get the rest of the trophies. I think I got every trophy in the 1981 one, so the other half logically would be the 2021. This is the first game I've played that has incorporated the pandemic, and it's very interesting to me because like I wasn't expecting that. It's like if I was playing The Last of Us Part 1 on the PS5, that's like them making a reference to the pandemic. It's just, it doesn't fit in the story. But this was an interesting take on it. Megaphone Mel. Taylor has like just a small part, and he seems like the coolest character in this whole both stories. I think he didn't get enough screen time. That's all I'm saying. And it's not just because he's black. I'm just saying it's because he was actually a legitimate, interesting character. Although there were not a lot of minorities in either of these movies. Just saying, stories. Oh, I call it movies, but it was stories. Can we skip this? No, we cannot. I just want to see if there's anything at the end. I'm like in 1981. Maybe there's some trophy that's gonna pop at the end. I don't know. I can't remember if that happened in the first story, but I don't think it did. This is how I play music. It's like this. It's like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. This was not one of my favorite ones. If I had to pick which one was my favorite, that's hard. Yeah, that's hard, man. I liked Late Shift. I like Late Shift. That was a good one. I didn't really like The Bunker. Wasn't a huge fan of The Complex, but it was still better than The Bunker. Nightbook, that was kind of weird. Who Pressed the Mute Button on Uncle Charlie, whatever it was. That was decent, but like it was definitely way too low budget. Same thing with Telling Lies. I mean, like in terms of possibilities, this one definitely has. I think this was the one that most looked like a movie. Let me put it that way. So these are my stats on this. Oh, let me move me here so you guys can see this. These were my final stats for the this first playthrough, first and only playthrough that I'm gonna put on YouTube. Again, I apologize that the story was a massive regurgitation. I just wasn't expecting that. By the time we started it, it took me a decent amount of time to realize that a lot of the shit is the same thing as the first movie. Story, game, because it's not a movie. This is technically considered a movie. I don't know. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. You can check my profile to see when I get this platinum. Hopefully it'll be today, and then we can just put this behind us. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care of yourselves and each other.